next story we're going to talk about here is one of particular interest of mine. So we talk about ghosts, talk about paranormal activity. And there are some people who are just like, I saw a ghost walking down the street. Or I opened my closet and there was a ghost there. And people go, oh, I believe that. And then there are people who are like, I'm a medium. And I can sense the spirits. And I feel cold. All of a sudden, there's an evil spirit near me. And people go, oh, I believe that. And then there are people who go, oh, listen, I have this electronic device called a spirit box, and it randomly chooses radio stations and allows ghosts to talk to us. And people go, I believe that. Now, generally, the person who will believe in the spirit box is the person who will believe in any of it. Same thing with the medium. If you believe that mediums can talk to ghosts, you automatically assume ghosts exist. So in that spectrum of people who enjoy paranormal, who believe that it exists, it doesn't matter what sort of... If someone's telling you a story that they saw ghosts, you will believe it. If someone's telling you, I have rigorously built this scientific device to detect ghosts, you'll believe it anyways. What I think is weird is that the scientific detection part is almost trying to be set up to convince skeptics. Like, look at this device I built. This has wires and batteries and a little display. Ergo, you should believe this, skeptic. How can I fake this EMF reading? How can I fake this Connect, video display thing? I can't. Therefore, you should believe it. I'm intrigued by the idea of EVPs. I've never heard one that I have felt was convincing in any way, shape, or form. Ever. I've never heard an EVP where I haven't thought, I'm only hearing it because I know what it's supposed to say. Or that is very, very clearly not someone in the room. I think a lot of EVPs are faked. But the ones that aren't faked are just... they walk into a room and they're like, who are you? Who are you? And it'll be like, down here. Down here. And they'll be like, brown hair? She says she had brown hair. And I'm like, no, I was saying down here. But it doesn't matter because if anyone gives you the answer to what it's supposed to be, that's all you're here after it. I don't understand the point of EVPs. It almost feels to me like it's two things. One, people who... Okay, let me back up here a second. Let's say that you do believe in the paranormal. And you do believe there's mediums. But you know for sure you're not a medium. So you want to be part of the action. So you invent a device, or you reconfigure an existing device, so you have the same abilities of a medium. I personally think mediums are frauds. I think it's a total fraud. So if somebody is saying, I can speak to ghosts when I put my hands to my head and I roll my eyes back and all that stuff, I can talk to a ghost, I'm going to think right off the bat, if you're taking money for it in any way, shape, or form, you're a fraud. Absolutely. So I don't have a reason to say I want to build a box for me to also commit fraud. Does that make sense? Like, because I don't believe in that particular superpower, I don't feel left out. But let's say you did believe that was an actual superpower, that they're Spider-Man, you want to be Iron Man, you want to build your suit, you want to use your technology to copy their skill. But so that's part of it. But again, I think that the reason why people are so intent on proving that ghosts exist, because see, someone telling you a ghost story is not proof that ghosts exist. That's proof that somebody experienced something that they can't explain or they made it up. A medium saying, I feel cold, I feel soft fingertips against my neck. Again, that's either you are having some sort of sensation that I can't explain, or you're making it up. But when you have an EVP device, when you have a recording of a voice, they hit play and they go, it's only me in the room. That doesn't sound like me. There's no way I could ever make that up. This is proof that ghosts exist. Believe me. And again, a skeptic's going to say, no, it's easy to make that up. You could have made it up in post. And he's not saying that. He's saying, oh, and it's a car driving by. But you hear, ghost man. Ghost man, but people really push this EVP meme. It's evolved past the put radio in the room and hit record and walk away or ask questions. What are you doing here? Making macaroni and cheese. Did you hear that? He's making macaroni and cheese. Now it's the spirit box. And I've talked about that on a previous episode. You hit this button and it randomly tests out radio stations and picks out individual words. That's a way a ghost can talk to you now. They used to be able to write on mirrors. If you remember in the old times when none of this existed, you'd walk into your house and you'd see "Help Me" on a mirror. During the 1900s in America, it was spiritualism. It was knocking, rapping. You'd walk into a house, 1 knock for yes, 2 knocks for no. What are you making? Macaroni and cheese, but in knock form. I had macaroni and cheese for lunch. I was trying to figure out why I kept using that. But now, those have fallen out of vogue, writing in a foggy Ouija. What's the difference between a Ouija board and a spirit box? The answer is Ouija boards have been, the scientists can go, well, that's an automatic response, a muscle response. They go, well, you can't fake this. You can't fake me hitting this button and it's random radio stations. I'm going to play you a clip for 2 reasons here. I'm going to play you an audio clip. First off, this is the use of a spirit box on the Suicide Bridge. And you have 2 paranormal researchers, and they're playing with the spirit box, so you can kind of get an idea for it. And it'll be interesting because the video itself has subtitles of what they're saying, and you're not going to be able to hear the subtitles. And let's see if you can figure out what this ghost or ghosts or demon are saying.
Please tell me, do you guys remember us? Do you remember us from July 27th when we were here? Yes. Yes. Awesome. Okay, good. You remember us. Now I'm going to ask you another question. Who's the Casper-looking dude that tried to attach itself to me? He's not welcome to do that this time either. As a demon, say yes.
Demon. What's your name, demon? Tell me your name. What do you want me to do, demon? Tell me. Fall?
He said, please do.
Who sent you here? Why are you on this bridge? Satan?
Wow! That was a class A!
So because I read the subtitles, it's stuff like, I'm a demon. Satan. Jump off the bridge. And it is like, on a visceral level, it is creepy. But again, what's the audience they're marketing to? If you just had someone on the bridge going, I hear a demon, and he's telling me to jump, I don't want to jump. Oh no, I hear Satan's name. A person who believes in that stuff anyways is going to go, oh my god, Suicide Bridge. I once saw a video where a medium was on the bridge. This is trying to be marketed towards people who are skeptical, or people who need quote-unquote proof, but it's the most ridiculous proof, because it's just random radio stations. The video's edited as well, which again kind of throws it out that, for all I know, they're waiting for 5 minutes for something to come across. So I would love to find, and if you guys know of really any like convincing, I'm not so much worried about the creepy aspects, convincing, non-faked EVPs, I'd love to hear them. I can't find any, and I've been looking for a long time. And I don't necessarily want them for proof, because I do believe in ghosts. I have my questions and doubts about a lot of aspects of them, but I believe in them as a general thing. And I believe that some people may be more, like, see ghosts more likely. We actually have an episode coming up on that in a couple days about gray spacing, TGA gray spacing, and it kind of plays into that. But I believe people may be more sensitive, but people who are actual mediums where they can like straight on telepathically commute and talk to the dead, I don't believe that. I don't believe that they can actually just like turn it on and off and talk to the dead like it's some sort of superpower. I think that they're frauds and they're lying. And the same thing with this spirit box. It's simply a high-tech fraud, a high-tech lie, or just random words that you're stringing together. That was a clip from our daily podcast, Dead Rabbit Radio. Dead Rabbit Radio is available anywhere that you listen to podcasts. It's daily paranormal, conspiracy, and true crime news. If you want to hear the full episode that this clip came from, check the link below. Please like and subscribe. And hit that little bell, too. That does some magical stuff. Thanks, guys.